Good morning and good afternoon. This is Shannon again from Enjoy TV, and this is
Camille.
Hi, Camille. Today we're talking once again about the floating city of Venice in Italy.
That's right. 我们今天要讲的呢，就是威尼斯。Okay, so did you know that why are the gondoliers on the gondola wearing striped shirts? Because I always confuse.
The stripes are a common pattern throughout Venice. To my understanding, this is why. Like a business, you have to advertise. For example, if you see a barber shop and they have the red and white swirl, it's just a design that catches our eye. Venice is an old port city. So when boats are docking to the ports, they dock to a port that's kind of their own companies. There's poles that is where you hook your gondola onto. One pole can be red and purple striped, one can be black and white striped. The reason that those men wear the black and white is only because that's for modern day advertising. They all once wore the same striped colors as their pole, their dock.
I see. Okay. 所以我刚刚呢就有问 Shannon 老师说，为什么这些那个船夫啊，他们都是穿那个黑白条纹的衣服？那他就有说，其实这是一种 catch someone's eye 的那个感觉，就是我们前一天有教到，就吸引人家注意的手法。就比如说以前他们在停船的时候，停在那个 pole 就是那个船柱，那他们以前会对照那个颜色，所以那个船夫呢就会对照那个颜色去停。那现在呢，其实 modern day 来讲呢是黑白色，以前呢可能有红色、紫色啊，可是现在呢看到的都是 black and white stripes.
Yes, thank you. So today we are going to talk about Tammy, Marco, and the gondoliers' adventure. Is that correct?
That's right.
Okay, let's move on to our dialogue.
The dialogue 情境对话
Hi there. We're interested in going on a gondola ride. Are you for hire?
Yes, I am. I just dropped off another couple after giving them a tour.
Can you tell us more about what's included in the tour?
Certainly. A standard ride costs 80 euros and lasts 40 minutes.
It's nowhere near long enough for us to see everything we want to see.
If you want to extend your trip, it'll be 40 euros for an additional 20 minutes.
I've always pictured a gondolier singing a love song while my beloved and I enjoy a romantic gondola ride through the canals. Will you be able to do that for us?
For you, ma'am, it'll be a pleasure.
The explanation 内文讲解
Okay, so let's move on. We have Tammy, Marco, and the gondolier. Tammy and Marco approach a gondolier waiting on the Grand Canal.
所以今天呢，我们对话里面有 Tammy 还有 Marco and gondolier 就是我们刚刚讲到的船夫啦。So Tammy and Marco approach 其实就是接近的意思。A gondolier 它接近一个船夫 and waiting on the Grand Canal 这是一个在 Grand Canal 上等待的船夫。
So Marco says, "Hi there. We're interested in going on a gondola ride. Are you for hire?"
所以 Marco 他就说 Hi there 就是 Hello 我 interested in 那 be interested in something 就是说对什么事情有感到兴趣的意思 Going on a gondola ride 就是 gondola 呢其实就是我们俗称的凤尾船啊就我们有兴趣要来搭乘这个凤尾船 Are you for hire 就是你有提供载客吗 For hire 那 hire 这个单字呢它在这边是说提供载客的意思可是其实平常我们也是把它当作就是 hire somebody 就是雇用某人 So be for hire 就是可供租用
Yes, to be for hire. All our cabins are for hire on a weekly basis. It means to rent.
所以 be for hire 就是 to rent 的意思，就 all our cabins 就是我们的小木屋 are for hire 就是公租用 on a weekly basis 就是以每周为基准来做公租用。
So the gondolier says, "Yes, I am. I just dropped off another couple after giving them a tour."
That's right. 所以这 gondolier 就船夫他就说了 Yes, I am. 没错啊。I just drop off. Drop off 这也是一个很好的片语，就是把人家就是比如说你开车开到某个地方，那你顺路把人家 drop off 就载人家下车下船的意思，可以用 drop off。那如果你要载人家上车或上船，你可以说 pick up。Another couple 就是另一对情侣啊，或是夫妻，我们都可以说 couple。After giving them a tour， 在我们给他一个导览之后 ，tour 就是导览。
So Tammy says, "Can you tell us more about what's included in the tour?"
That's right. 所以 Tammy 他就说 ，Can you tell us more about what's included in the tour？ 就是你可以告诉我们说 more about， 就是关于什么事情，就告诉我们更多关于什么事情呢 ？What's included in the tour？ 就是这个导览呢有包括什么啊 ？Include 就是包括。
And the gondolier says, "Certainly, a standard ride cost €80 and lasts 40 minutes."
所以这 gondolier 他就说，certainly 就是 absolutely 就是当然没问题啊。A standard ride 就是一般 ，standard 其实就是 regular 就是一般的意思。一般的一次船就是搭一次船呢，是 cost €80，还蛮贵的，它要80欧元。And last 40 minutes， 那持续呢是有40分钟。So standard 就是形容词，标准的、一般性的。
Yes, standard. This is the standard format for printed photographs. This means regular, the rule.
Okay, so standard. This is standard format for printed photographs. 就是这是列印相片的标准格式，所以在这边我们就用 standard, regular, the rule.
Also, €80 is about 3,000 NT.
Yeah.
Just so you know, that's a lot of money.
That's a lot.
So Marco says, "That's nowhere near long enough for us to see everything we want to see."
所以 Marco 他听到了才40分钟，他就说 That's nowhere near long enough for us to see everything we want to see。他说那一点都不够啊 ，nowhere near long enough for us 要给我们 to see everything we want to see， 因为我们有好多要看的东西。
So the gondolier says, if you want to extend your trip, it'll be €40 for each additional 20 minutes.
Wow, that's expensive. So gondolier 他就继续说了 ，If you want to extend your trip， 如果呢你想要 extend 就是延长、延伸的意思。如果你想要把你的这个 trip 弄长一点 ，it'll be €40 for each additional 20 minutes。那每20分钟，每多余的20分钟 ，additional 就是多余的意思。will be €40， 就要花上它€40 40欧元。So extend 呢，刚刚讲的就是它是当 VT 是延长、延伸的意思。
Yes, to extend. After some persuading, the boss agreed to extend the project's deadline to make longer.
So extend 就 to make longer， 就是它这边是当 VT 的作用，就是延长跟延伸。After some persuading 就经过多次说服，那我们 persuade when you persuade someone， 你就是在 convince， 就 convince 说服的意思。The boss agreed to extend the project's deadline。这老板呢就 agree to。When you agree to someone or something, you say yes to something or someone， 就是同意。To extend 就延伸 the project's deadline， 这企划案的截止期限。
And additional means more. We need an additional 5,000 NT to complete this project. An additional just means more.
所以 an additional 就是多余的，那后面常常接价钱和数字，就指额外的多少钱。 So we need an additional NT 5,000 to complete this project. 所以我们还需要额外的台币5000元来完成这个计划。那 complete 就是完成。
And Tammy says, I've always pictured a gondolier singing a love song with my beloved, and I enjoy a romantic gondola ride through the canals. Will you be able to do that for us?
So Tammy 她听起来是一个 hopeless romantic， 就听起来是一个很 romantic、很浪漫的人。她就说 I've always pictured a gondolier singing a love song with my beloved。她这句话的意思呢，就是说 I always picture 就是想象，我一直都想象说有一个 gondolier 一个船夫 singing a love song 就唱一首情歌。那在我跟我的 beloved 就是我跟我爱的人。And I enjoy a romantic gondola ride. 而且我也很喜欢一个浪漫的 gondola ride. And through the canal 就经过那个大运河。So picture 呢，在这边就是 VT 想象的意思，它也等于 imagine and picture somebody doing something 就是想象某人正在做什么事。
Yes, to picture. We can take a picture, but we also have pictures in our mind constantly. So in a sentence, we'd say, picture Santa Claus delivering gifts to children all over the world in his sleigh. We're thinking of.
所以 picture 呢，其实它虽然是字面上是图片的意思，可是其实它是指说你脑中正有那个浮现那个影像。So picture Santa Claus delivering gifts to children all over the world in his sleigh. 所以就是说，想象圣诞老人驾着雪橇，那将礼物分送给全世界的小孩。Deliver 在这边就是分送、递送的意思。那他继续说 ，Will you be able to do that for us？ 那你可以这样子帮我们做吗 ？Be able to 就是可以的意思。
Yes, and it concludes with the gondolier saying, "For you, ma'am, it would be a pleasure." So he's agreeing to not charging them extra.
所以呢，这 gondolier 就说 for you man 就为你啊，就是为了你 ，you will be a pleasure。you will be a pleasure 就是这会是我的荣幸。所以像比如说你要帮忙人家，你也可以说 my pleasure， 就是这是我的荣幸。Okay, so that's the first part of our dialogue today.
Yes.
So before we go, there's tips and use. Let's look at tips and use.
Tips and use 重点解析。
Hello， 大家好，我是 Sherman， 又到了 Tips and Use 的时间。今天我们要来看的是 last 的用法。首先，我们来看的是 last， 在这里呢是持续。在本文中的句子 A standard ride blah 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 lasts 40 minutes 当中的 last 加上一段时间，就表示持续一段时间的意思。那我们来看看下面的例句吧。The movie lasts about 2 hours。电影大约持续了2小时。所以大家都知道 last 的用法了吗？我们下次见喽，拜拜。
The dialogue 情境对话。
We're looking for some masks to wear to a masquerade we've been invited to tonight.
We have a wide selection of fashionable carnival masks. Can I recommend a traditional Bauta mask for the gentleman and a feathered harlequin for the lady?
I like the sound of that. What do you think, honey?
I don't know. Those seem kind of boring and overdone to me.
Are you looking for anything specific, sir?
Actually, I was hoping to have something more unique. Say one that was made just for me.
We can do that, sir. However, it will take at least 10 days for our masquerari or mask makers to custom make one to your specifications.
That's too bad. Maybe I'll have it done next time we're in Venice.
The explanation 内文讲解。
Hi, Camille. So nice to see you again.
Nice to see you too.
We are going to move on to our second dialogue today in regards to Venice, the floating city. And we are going to talk about Tammy, Marco, and the clerk's situation that's at a mask shop. Now, the masks are very traditional, very old. It is something that's very Italian. It's a type of leather masks. Do you know those kind of scary half masks that
with
go
a
over?
long nose.
Now, the long nose ones are actually, those go back about 500 years. See,
Wow.
yeah, it's interesting. Here in Taiwan, for example, you wear the masks so you can breathe, keep out pollution.
Yeah.
Doctors wear these masks, yes? Well, see, they didn't have these masks 500 years ago. There was a great disease called the Black Plague, and it wiped out half of Europe. Now, these long masks with the long nose, they were packed with a type of herb that the doctors would wear when they were handling the dead. So that way the fumes or the disease wouldn't transfer from the dead body, from the disease, into the doctor. These were old doctors' masks. And they've created a further art form out of it, really coming from Venice.
So they're in a traditional mask shop， 就是他们呢现在在那个 traditional 就是传统的 mask shop 就是面具店。那刚刚 Shannon 老师有说啊，为什么现在他们威尼斯人要戴面具呢？其实这是可以追溯到500多年前的历史，因为当时啊，在威尼斯那个黑死病是很蔓延的，所以呢，他们那些医生啊都要戴那个面具，那里面会有 herbs 就是草药，这样才可以防止病毒的侵袭。就像我们现在台湾啊，我们在台湾也是骑车都要戴口罩，那医生呢也常常都要戴口罩，这是为什么？
Great, thank you. So Tammy walks into the shop and she says, "We're looking for some masks to wear to a masquerade we've been invited to tonight."
OK， 所以 Tammy 呢，她就说 ，We're looking for some masks. Looking for，look for 就是等于去 look for，find 的意思，是要找一个东西。我们要找什么呢 ？Some masks 就是面具。To wear to a masquerade 要去一个面具化妆舞会的。We've been invited to tonight， 就是我们被人家邀请到一个 masquerade， 那 masquerade 就是化妆舞会。
Yes, masquerades are fun. So the clerk says at the shop, "We have a wide selection of fashionable carnival masks. Can I recommend a traditional bata mask for the gentleman and a feathered harlequin for the lady?"
就是 clerk 呢，他就是店员呢，他就说 We have a wide selection of，a wide selection of 就是种类繁多的，就很多的 a variety of 的意思。Fashionable 就是很流行的 ，Carnival mask 就是刚刚说的嘉年华的面具。Can I recommend a traditional Buddha mask for the gentleman？ 就我可不可以 recommend 是推荐。A traditional 就是传统的 Buddha mask for the gentleman， 就是为这位先生为你推荐这个 Buddha mask。And a feather 就是羽毛，上面也带有羽毛的 harlequin for the lady。So recommend 呢，它做 VT 的时候就是指推荐和介绍。
Yes, to recommend means to suggest. So I strongly recommend this brand of skin lotion. Yes,
Okay.
you can recommend pretty much anything. If you like it, you want your friends to have it too.
Yeah, that's right. 所以 recommend 就是 you suggest to someone that something's really good. 所以他就说 I strongly recommend this brand of skin lotion. 就我强力推荐。你要加强语气的话，你就可以说 I strongly recommend this brand of skin lotion. 这种牌子的乳液。
So Tammy says, "I like the sound of that. What do you think, honey?"
所以 Tammy 就说 I like the sound of that， 就是我觉得这个主意还不错。What do you think, honey？ 就是你觉得怎么样呢？
And Marco responds with, I don't know. Those seem kind of boring and overdone to me. I don't know.
所以 Marco 就说 I don't know， 其实他这个意思就是说，我不知道哎，可是他真正是在说他可能没有很喜欢。Those seem kind of boring and overdone to me。那些对我来说呢 ，boring 是无聊。如果你说某人很无聊，他自己感到无聊的话，你可以说 bored。可是你说这件事物很无聊，你就要用 boring。And overdone to me 就 overdo something， 就是说过度的做某件事情，很夸张的意思。所以他就说这些面具对我来说，我不知道，有点无 无聊又夸张。So overdo 就是 VT 过度夸张，那它的三态呢就是 overdo, overdid, overdone.
Yes, overdo would mean too much. So that acting in that play was badly overdone. He overacted the part too much.
That's right. 所以这个 the acting in the play 就是那出戏的演技。the acting 你可以说人家的演技技巧，你就会说 acting was badly overdone， 就是演技太过夸张了，就 overact, overdo, over the top 的意思。
So the clerk responds, "Are you looking for anything specific, sir?"
所以这 clerk 呢，他就说 ，Are you looking for anything specific, sir？ 就是刚刚一样是那个我们先前讲的 looking for， 就是你有在找 anything specific 吗？当你说 specific 的时候，就是你有特定要找某一个东西，你就会用 specific。那它是做形容词用，是说特殊的、特定的。
Yes, specific would mean more exact,
Yeah.
something more to the point. Is there anything specific you want for dinner? It means that am I thinking of one thing, one kind of thing?
所以呢 ，Is there anything specific you want for dinner？ 就你晚餐有特别想吃什么吗？所以 specific 就是那个 to the point， 特别是指特定的一个东西。
Good. So Marco responds with, "Actually, I was hoping to have something more unique. Say, one that was made just for me."
所以 Marco 他比较有个人特色，所以他就说 ，Actually， 事实上呢 ，In fact, I was hoping to have something more unique， 就是我本来是 hoping to， 就我是希望啊有一个 more unique 就 one of a kind， 就很独一无二的 ，just for me unique。So say one that was made just for me， 所以他就说啊，就是一个就是为我量身定做的。
Yes. So the clerk responds with, "We can do that, sir. However, it will take at least 10 days for our masquerade or mask makers to custom make one to your specifications."
That's right. 所以这 clerk 就继续说 ，We can do that, sir. 就我们可以为你这样做。However， 然而 ，but it will take at least 10 days. 就是 at least 就是至少，这会花上 it will take。当你说花多久的时间，你会用 take 这个单词。You will at least take 10 days， 10天的时间 for our masquerade。就是我们的面具啊，就是or mask maker， 就是面具的那个工匠。那 to custom make 就是量身定做的来制造 custom。Make one of your specifications， 就为了达到你的面具规格。
And lastly, Marco responds with, "That's too bad. Maybe I'll have it done the next time we're in Venice."
所以 Marco 就说 That's too bad， 可能他们在这边待到没有10天以上，所以他就说，因为要花10天的时间，That's too bad, that's a pity， 真的是太可惜了。你可以说 That's too bad. Maybe I'll have it done the next time we're in Venice。那可能是我们下次来 Venice 的时候，我再来做这个面具吧。So Shannon, have you ever been to any of those mask shops?
Well, actually, yes. And being from America, we have a holiday every February in New Orleans, Louisiana. It's called Carnival.
Yeah.
And it's more, I thought it was more of a French word. Louisiana is more French. But then again, France, Italy, Spain, who knows anymore? But I do know that the art form of the mask making does in fact start with Venice when they had that Black Plague, as I was mentioning before.
Yeah.
Now these masks are amazing and they do take a long time to create for your specifications as far as the shape of your face. You can buy a general one at a store. It's made out of leather though, and they get it very, very wet. They get it very wet. They soak it leather, yes, leather, and they get it wet. And I guess they take a mold of your face, and then they have this kind of cast, and then they kind of run this leather and water over the mold of your face, and somehow make it just perfect. I could never do it. I could never do it. But after it's dry, then they paint it or decorate it. So it's actually a very interesting art form into itself. It takes an old professionals, old artisan to be able to create these masks. So that's my familiarity with that. Yes. Yes.
OK， 所以刚刚呢，我就问 Shannon 老师说，他有没有去过任何像刚刚讲的这个传统面具店？他就说有啊。其实他们在 New Orleans， 在美国的那个纽奥良呢，也有这样子的嘉年华会。那其实它跟那个威尼斯就有点类似。那他们的面具呢，你可以在一般的商店买那种 General， 就是大家都可以戴的，或是你可以量身定做，它可以量你的那个脸型啊，还有你想要的规格。那通常呢，里面会有羽毛，还有一些其他的材质，那它就是通常就像刚刚他讲的，需要花上10天以上的时间来制成。那其实这是一个蛮有趣的艺术形式呢。下次如果你们到 New Orleans 或是 Venice， 都可以去瞧瞧看。
Well, I had such a good time talking about Venice, the floating city. I hope that we
too.
can talk about another great place in the world soon. So that's all for today. My name is Shannon.
I'm Camille.
Yes, and we're with Enjoy TV, and we will see you next time.
Bye.
Words and phrases 单字片语
1. Be for hire. All our cabins are for hire on a weekly basis.
2. Standard. This is the standard format for printed photographs.
3. Extend. After some persuading, the boss agreed to extend the project's deadline.
4. An additional. We need an additional 5,000 NT dollars to complete this project.
5. Picture. Imagine. Picture somebody, verb ing. Picture Santa Claus delivering gifts to children all over the world in his sleigh.
6. Recommend. I strongly recommend this brand of skin lotion.
7. Overdo. The acting in that play was badly overdone.
8. Specific. Is there anything specific you want for dinner?
Extra words. 1. Gondolier.
2. Masquerade.
3. Specification.
The dialogue 情境对话
Hi there. We're interested in going on a gondola ride. Are you for hire?
Yes, I am. I just dropped off another couple after giving them a tour.
Can you tell us more about what's included in the tour?
Certainly. A standard ride costs 80 euros and lasts 40 minutes.
It's nowhere near long enough for us to see everything we want to see.
If you want to extend your trip, it'll be 40 euros for an additional 20 minutes.
I've always pictured a gondolier singing a love song while my beloved and I enjoy a romantic gondola ride through the canals. Will you be able to do that for us?
For you, ma'am, it'll be a pleasure.
We're looking for some masks to wear to a masquerade we've been invited to tonight.
We have a wide selection of fashionable carnival masks. Can I recommend a traditional Bauta mask for the gentleman and a feathered harlequin for the lady?
I like the sound of that. What do you think, honey?
I don't know. Those seem kind of boring and overdone to me.
Are you looking for anything specific, sir?
Actually, I was hoping to have something more unique. Say one that was made just for me.
We can do that, sir. However, it will take at least 10 days for our masquerari or mask makers to custom make one to your specifications.
That's too bad. Maybe I'll have it done next time we're in Venice.
Just for fun 趣味英文
It's really been a rough week at office.
Oh, what happened? That's too bad. Why so?
We're trying to set the advertising budget for our new lamps, but we can't seem to do it.
Sounds like you might have to think outside the box. Maybe something online like social media?
I don't know. We really need to sell those lamps in boxes. They'll break otherwise.
Sell the what? Oh no, not those boxes. I'm saying think outside the box, which means to just find a creative solution with things. So think outside the box, to think in an unusual way, especially in solving one's problems. So, for example, the design team really needed to think outside the box to design an airplane both light and strong enough.
That's right. 那个设计团队真的应该要跳脱思维框架来设计出一架又轻又坚固的飞机。所以这个片语呢 ，think outside the box 就是跳脱思维框架的意思。大家学起来了吗 ？Think outside the box。那我们下次见喽，拜拜。
Bye.